Ẹ kú dédé àsìkò yìí. Hello everyone, welcome to ispeakyoruba2.com. This is your one-stop place for everything Yoruba language. Thank you for learning Yoruba language with I Speak Yoruba Too. Hello beautiful people, it's me here again. My name is Eniola. I hope you're all staying safe. This is lesson 6 of Yoruba Essential Knowledge Level 1. Have you ever done something wrong to a Yoruba person and you wondered, oh, how do I say I'm sorry? Well, today's lesson is all about how to say excuse me and sorry in Yoruba. But as you all know, before we begin, we need to do a quick review of the last lesson. So we learned various ways of saying thank you in Yoruba, and one of them is ẹ ṣeun. Ẹ ṣeun. Ẹ ṣeun means thank you. Do you remember the other ways to say thank you though? If you don't, please listen to lesson 5 again. Okay, shall we get started? First, excuse me. How is the word excuse me used in English? Excuse me is a kind of a polite apology that can be used to either get someone's attention or politely interrupt a speaker or a conversation, or you just need to go by and you're like, oh, excuse me. Excuse me in Yoruba is ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Sounds familiar? Yes, it is. In lesson 4, we learned how to say please. And please in Yoruba is ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Exactly. So, excuse me in Yoruba as well is ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Let's look at some examples. To ask for direction. Suppose you find yourself in the city of Lagos and you want to go to Ikeja. Ikeja is the capital of Lagos. Yeah, but you don't know where or how to get a taxi or buses going to Ikeja. So you can say to someone to ask them for direction, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ níbo ni ọkọ̀ Ikeja wà? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ níbo ni ọkọ̀ Ikeja wà? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ níbo ni ọkọ̀ Ìkẹjà wà? Literally, you're saying, please, where is the bus to Ikeja? But when ẹ jọ̀ọ́ is used in this sense, it actually means excuse me, please. It doesn't just mean please. It means excuse me, please. Okay, so ẹ jọ̀ọ́ níbo ni ọkọ̀ Ìkẹjà wà? Excuse me, please, where is the buses to Ikeja? Let's look at another scenario. So suppose you're at a shop and you want to buy something, but the seller in the shop is busy. So you want to get the attention of the shop owner. You would say, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ o, mo fẹ́ ra nǹkan. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ o, mo fẹ́ ra nǹkan. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ o, mo fẹ́ ra nǹkan. So you're saying, excuse me, please, I want to buy something. Excuse me, please, I want to buy something. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ o, mo fẹ́ ra nǹkan. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, mo fẹ́ ra nǹkan o. And the shop owner can reply you if he or she is busy saying, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, mo ń bọ̀ o. Please, I'll be with you soon. Can you see how ẹ jọ̀ọ́ works in Yoruba for different scenarios? Like, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, mo ń bọ̀ o. Like, oh, please, I'll be with you in a second. So that is how ẹ jọ̀ọ́ is used for excuse me to get someone's attention. Another example is ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣẹ̀yin lẹ́ni. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ o, ṣé ẹ̀yin ni ẹni? Excuse me, please, is this yours? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣẹ̀yin lẹ́ni. Excuse me, is this yours? Another scenario where you would use ẹ jọ̀ọ́ to mean excuse me is when you want someone to repeat themselves, maybe because you didn't hear what they say at first. So you would say ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kí lẹ sọ. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, kí lẹ sọ? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, kí lẹ sọ? Excuse me, please, what did you say? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, kí lẹ sọ? You can also say ẹ jọ̀ọ́ to mean excuse me when you want to pass through. For example, you can say ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ jẹ́ kí n kọjá. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ jẹ́ kí n kọjá. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ jẹ́ kí n kọjá. That's like, excuse me, can I go through, please? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ jẹ́ kí n kọjá. So these are how you say excuse me in Yoruba. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ jọ̀ọ́. So if you remember how to say please, you remember how to say excuse me because they are both the same words. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ jọ̀ọ́. So now, how do you say I'm sorry or sorry in Yoruba? There are actually two major ways to say sorry in Yoruba, and sometimes these two words are used together depending on the situation, and sometimes they are used separately and they serve two different purposes. Okay, so the first one is pẹ̀lẹ́, pẹ̀lẹ́, pẹ̀lẹ́. Okay, you say pẹ̀lẹ́ to mean sorry when you are both the cause or not the cause of a problem of someone that you're saying sorry to. For example, if someone had a fall and they got hurt, you can say to them, ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ o, ṣé kò dùn yín jù? Ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ o, ṣé kò dùn yín jù? Ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ o, ṣé kò dùn yín jù? So you're saying, oh, sorry, hope you're not hurting too much, or hope you're not hurting a lot. Okay? Ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ o, ṣé kò dùn yín jù? Okay? That is the first scenario. Now let's look at another way to say sorry. The second way to say sorry is ẹ má bínú. Ẹ má bínú. Ẹ má bínú. Ẹ má bínú means I am sorry, but literal translation of ẹ má bínú is don't be upset. Okay, that is the literal translation of ẹ má bínú. Bínú means to be upset or to be angry, and má means don't. Má means don't. So when we put má and bínú together, it becomes má bínú, má bínú, má bínú. I am sorry. Let's look at our example again. Okay, so someone has had a fall and they got hurt, right? But you are involved in them having a fall. So maybe you accidentally bump into them and then they had a fall and now they're hurting. So their falling down and getting hurt is your fault. In that case, you will say, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ má bínú, ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ má bínú, ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ má bínú, ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́. Oh, I'm sorry, please don't be upset. That is what it means. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ má bínú, ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́. So you're apologizing for what you've done and at the same time saying sorry. Okay? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ má bínú, ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́. So this is the scenario where you would use both words together. So whenever you do something wrong, to ask for an apology, you will say ẹ má bínú or ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ má bínú. And whenever something bad happens to someone, okay, to say sorry to them, you will say ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́. Do you get the difference between when to use ẹ má bínú and ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ now? You did something wrong, you own up to your wrongdoing and you ask for an apology, ẹ má bínú. Something bad happened to somebody, maybe they lost someone to death, or they lost their money, or their car got burnt, or their house got burnt. You're saying sorry to them, ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́. That is when you use ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́. Ẹ má bínú can also mean excuse me. When you need to pass through people or go through people and you want them to move, so you can say to them, ẹ má bínú o, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo fẹ́ kọjá. Ẹ má bínú o, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo fẹ́ kọjá. So as, excuse me please, don't be upset, may I go through? Ẹ má bínú o, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo fẹ́ kọjá. Okay, beautiful people. In summary, today you have learned the words ẹ jọ̀ọ́, which means excuse me, ẹ má bínú, which means I am sorry, and ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́, which means sorry. So, who will you be saying ẹ má bínú to today? Oh, thank you so much everyone for listening. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́. If you have any questions, please DM me on Instagram at I Speak Yoruba Too. And if you enjoy this lesson, please leave a review so that other people can find the lesson as well and be of help to them. And we can all speak real Yoruba together. And that's it from Eniola today. I'll see you all again soon. Ó dàbọ̀.